Dunkin Music Lounge. My name is Garrett from Elvis Duran and the Z100 Morning Show. I'm excited today because this lounge is about discovering new music, but you probably have heard of our next guest already based off of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, social media. We're showing off some new music today. Please welcome to the Dunkin Music Lounge, Lil Mosy. Oh, hello. So,
how you guys doing?
Very nice to meet you. Have a seat. Is it weird walking into a room and seeing your face on Dunkin'
Some donuts?
Donuts?
Yeah, that was crazy. You put that together?
Dunkin' did, yeah.
Good shit, that shit was
Given the success you've had, like, is that one of those crazy things that you would never expect, like someone literally going out of their way to put your face on donuts?
I'm still getting used to it.
Like what's other cool moments like that for you?
Well, I mean, the same thing happened. I don't know if I should be speaking about other companies, but I went to another company and they put my face on some coffee. So that was
Dunkin' has coffee too, so we can work on it. We can work on it. We'll work on it, make it happen.
Like that's happened. It's crazy every time.
All right, Lil Mosy, let's talk about this new era. I mean, obviously with the pandemic, the world got to know you fully. Being trapped at home, we were forced to either watch TV, listen to music, scroll on Instagram, and for a misfortunate thing, while we're all trapped in our houses, you got to benefit from it for your career. So with that, you've moved on. You've developed a new sound, a new era. Let's talk about that new era you're currently in right now.
I'm just trying to expand, probably really just my sound overall. As I'm working and as I'm growing as a person, I change every day just like any other person. Like, we're growing as people. I'm getting older. So just trying to, with the lyrics and just with the sound, just trying to elevate it and take it to do what nobody's really doing and just try to keep expanding just the sound that I already created type.
Well, yeah, so you have your EP, Love You Forever, right? And you decided to go independent as an artist, and not a lot of people understand. It's like they just think music is music, but there's different levels to it, right? So when you had Blueberry, you obviously had a big, what they call major label behind you, helping you out, and you learned a lot, right? So the positives and the negatives. What made you go, you know what? I'm gonna try doing this, a little bit differently this time around.
I mean, I feel like 2024 is a little different than when I signed to them in 2018. Now, kind of everything's through the internet. It was back then too, but now it's even more just.
It's changed,
Instagram and TikTok, and so the labels, they're important and they help out in some aspects, but for the most part, somebody can do it by themselves. So that's kind of why I did it, because I felt like I was already doing everything kind of on my own anyway. I might as well do it and take all the money too. So.
And get all the donuts from it.
Exactly.
Right? No need to split up the donuts. I want to go back to growing up in Seattle too, because just through the musical genre, you hear Seattle, you automatically think grunge rock. What's the hip hop scene like in Seattle?
It's definitely growing. I mean, it's kind of all over the place. I feel like there's just so many different artists making so many different good music. It's hard to pinpoint how to describe it in the best way. But
for you though, do you feel like you weren't doing what everybody else was doing growing up?
Yeah. I mean, well, a big part of the Seattle music scene is definitely that West Coast rap. That I don't know if you know too much about it, but. And so at the time, there wasn't really a lot of people making the stuff that I listened to, because really, honestly, growing up, I didn't really listen to too much of the mainstream and outside of the West Coast too much. Of course I did. I know Uzi, fucking Drake and shit, but I was kind of the only one that was in that lane,
right,
trying to do something different than just the regular rap music that we listen to back home. And so I think. After I did that, a lot of people started breaking out of that and trying new things and trying different things.
What was that moment for you, that you realized, okay, I can make a career out of this? Was it the first upload? Was it the first show? Was it the first time you just told a friend, I think I got a pretty good lyric here? What was that moment for you?
For me, I think, I think I had that moment a few times, honestly. I would.
That first one, the one that like you literally kicked in the door and you're like, all right, I'm here.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I would drop music, and then one would like do good in my hometown or whatever, and I'd be like, okay, like I could do this, and then like I'll drop another song and it won't do good, and I'll be like, maybe I should stop this, and then I'll drop another one, and then it does good, and then like a few months later, like, and then really when it really like broke was my song "Pull Up" when I was 15. That really took me outside of my hometown and outside of my state, really.
Well, outside, so that was 15. You're 22
yeah.
now. Mm-hmm. Do you look back at it, given it's only a few years ago? Do you feel like, oh man, I can't look at that. Like I can't look at pictures. I can't listen to music. Like it's totally different. Like,
no, I think I was a cool kid. So I mean, I like looking back.
So no cringe, like looking back.
No,
going, I don't know.
No. I feel like I'm not too much different than I was then, just a little bit more mature, you know.
What about friends back home too? Like, do you have that number one friend that has been with you since day one?
Yeah. I got the same homies I grew up with, the same ones that were there in all my pictures 5 years ago, 6 years ago, still with me today. So
any of those friends or wannabe friends come out of the woodwork after you started hitting it and making it big and going, hey, we sat next to each other in 8th grade. I mean,
yeah, people. There's always.
Is it weird? Like, it has to be a little weird.
I mean, it's what comes with it. I feel like even if in any world you live in, any career you pursue, like there's always gonna be people that want something from you, whether you're working at Dunkin' Donuts or something. Like you might be the manager at Dunkin' Donuts. Somebody wants a job, they might come. Now they're your best friend because they want a job. So
yeah, let's be real. You got a friend at Dunkin'. You're asking for free food. You're
not
not asking for a job.
Yeah,
you're asking for free
saying.
food. Let's be honest, and a latte. Yeah. Well, let's talk about trusting people too, because releasing music. I mean, I've seen and heard and watched interviews too where your music hits the internet before you get to release it. Like, so where does that trust go? Like it almost feels like it's like a therapist like would make millions of dollars off of you trying to understand how to trust people in this business.
Yeah, it's just keeping to yourself as much as possible. It's hard. I mean, like, I try not to let it affect me, but like, yeah, it's that trusting people is definitely hard, especially even just simple things like showing somebody a song or like anything. Like you can't even really trust somebody to even that level. But I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. Like, you know.
It's a good and bad thing all at once.
Yeah.
Good for the music to get out there. Bad for the business of it.
I mean,
it
guess. Works. I mean, Blueberry Faygo happened that way, so it works, and so I can't be mad at it.
I mean, Blueberry for you, obviously a very big point in your career. Do you think it could be even bigger if it didn't get out before you released it?
I mean, I would.
Do you think about it?
I wouldn't have released it if it didn't do that.
Really?
So, I mean, I made it in 2019, like before I even started working on my album, and I forgot about the song. So like, I probably would have never put it out. I didn't even. Once I made the song, I never listened to it again until it got leaked and stuff. And so I forgot I even made it. I didn't even know it was a song in my phone, really. Like,
were you like just out and about, and then someone like you heard on? Did you get a message? You get a DM?
I mean, people started saying it, but I didn't really know like really what was going on until like on Apple Music it was trending, and
right.
And it was like I didn't put the song out, so I'm like, and then people were saying like, "This is you, right? This is you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
Like between social media and just out and about, what has been the oddest, like almost video or just situation you've been in that someone's either quoted or you've heard Blueberry in like a video of like someone shopping at a supermarket or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's always like parodies and like remixes of like songs, and Noticed and Blueberry Faygo had a bunch of like crazy ones. So I would say those, but I don't know. I mean, there's crazy stuff on the internet all the time. So,
is it weird like walking down the street or just driving around or hanging out with friends and then someone just randomly notices you but is like nervous or scared to come up and say hello, so they just shout your lyrics out loud? Or
no, yeah, fans definitely do a lot of like kind of weird stuff sometimes, and like, yeah, it's just because they're like nervous or like they don't know what to say, so they'll just say like whatever comes to their head, and a lot of times it'd be like so random, it's like confusing.
Like Steve Carell in Anchorman, like loud noises.
Yeah, just random.
All right, so all right, before we get into the music too that you're gonna perform for us too, I know you have a grill, which is, I'm sure, is more expensive than I could ever imagine, but could you eat a donut, a Dunkin' from Dunkin' with a grill on, or is that something you have to take out first?
I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I don't.
What's the cleaning process of that? Like,
Just brush them like I'm brushing my teeth or something.
but you have to take them out obviously, and then almost brush them. Do you use a toothbrush on a grill or what?
Yeah.
A special toothbrush or just a normal toothbrush?
Just a normal toothbrush.
Yeah.
Some toothpaste, toothbrush, and just.
It seems like it's a little bit more expensive, just something I can get like at a drugstore, you know?
Nah, you'd be surprised.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
More affordable. I might consider it. All right, but growing up, like obviously you're on the West Coast, and Dunkin' is spreading across the country. But do you have like a favorite donut? Just sit down and just chill, and like bring you back to like that, like almost like that, like chill out, like childhood, like favorite donut.
Well, we don't have Dunkin' Donuts. Well, at least maybe now, but
it's getting there. Trust me.
Yeah, I never even heard of Dunkin' Donuts until I came to New York, honestly. But that's just because they're not.
They're everywhere. They're on every corner.
Yeah,
but if you were to pop in, you pop in like and just get something real quick. Like what would an order be for you?
Maybe
favorite
like
donut.
a maple bar or something.
Maple donut. All right.
Yeah.
I'm more of a just simple chocolate frosted with sprinkles, but
Yeah,
but with that too, like so if you were to pop in anybody dead, alive, cartoon, whoever, just to pick their brain about life, music, and enjoy, a latte and just, learn something from, who would that be for you?
Anybody?
Literally anybody.
Music, like artists? Or
it doesn't have to be an art. It literally could be Scooby-Doo for all. You know what I mean? Like whoever, like you're curious to sit down and pick their brain.
Zach Galifianakis, probably. I love his movies, and like I don't
Do you
know.
love it?
He's a funny guy, and I would love to talk to him, have a conversation.
Could you see yourself getting into movies and do like a buddy with Zach Galifianakis?
Maybe one day.
Where you're working at Dunkin'?
Yeah.
And then I come ask for a job because you're the manager. All right, Lil Mosy, I appreciate it. Thank you for the music. I'm excited to see the story because I think you're not even on like chapter 2 of your career. No. You know what I mean?
That's how I look at it. I mean, like a lot of these artists and a lot of the people that are doing it big, like they're 40 years old, 35 years old, like, and there's no issue with that. But I'm saying, by the time I get there, I got 15 years probably. So I'm like, it's a lot of time to do a lot of big things.
I know it's kind of like a loaded question before I let you get into the music, but what's the goal? What's your goal?
Just change the world over and over again. I mean, it's happened before, and like just for the better at least. Just do something good for the world.
All right, I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for taking some time to give us your music.
Thank you,
and thank you for coming to the Dunkin' Music Lounge.
Yes, sir.
Give it up, Lil Mosy, everyone. Thank you.
This is I just dropped the EP, and this is one of the songs on there. One of my favorites, so we can get into it. Can we turn the music up a little bit? No, you won't. Yeah, got you by yourself, you don't need nobody else. Sometimes you make me feel like I'm chilling on a shelf. Said you do your own thing, shorty, I could tell. I know you independent, so you don't need no one else. Don't need no one else, girl, don't need no one else. She don't like no one when she chilling by herself. She chilling by herself, she chilling by herself. She did it on her own, she don't need nobody else. Is you in the front, or is you in the back? I know you here somewhere, tell me where you at. I know you like to be single, we could just be friends. Like maybe on the weekend, you meet me in the bed. Like baby, come here, come hop up in the V. You tryna make me beg for it, tryna make a scene. You know how I'm coming on, leave it up to me. Make up your mind, please, you know I gotta leave. You know I gotta leave. But girl, you know I'd stay for us. I know you independent, babe. I know if you took the world and grabbed you, you in the center, babe. Got you by yourself, you don't need nobody else. Sometimes you make me feel like I'm chilling on a shelf. Said you do your own thing, shorty, I could tell. I know you independent, so you don't need no one else. Don't need no one else, girl, don't need no one else. She don't like no one when she chilling by herself. She chilling by herself, she chilling by herself. She did it on her own, she don't need nobody else. Yesterday was maybe.
Shoes up, oh out, baby, you so wave. Always stay 100 with you, never keep it 8. Ain't no competition, you look good in that song, babe. Pull off in a spaceship, pull off in a Range Rover. Look at how she drive, I'm gon' need a better angle. Look at how her ice melt, shorty need a raincoat. Sometimes we never see each other, but she never changed. Girl, you never changed. Do you still got a thing for me? Cause sometimes I can't get around you, cause you be on your own thing. You need them, baby, no way. Got you by yourself, you don't need nobody else. Sometimes you make me feel like I'm chilling on the shelf. As you do your own thing, shorty, I could tell. I know you independent, so you don't need no one else. Don't need no one else, girl, don't need no one else. She don't like no one when she chilling by herself. She chilling by herself, she chilling by herself. She did it on her own, she don't need nobody else.
And that's called By Yourself. And then this one's, I dropped during COVID. Shout out my dog, man. It's called Blueberry Faygo. This had COVID 2020, you know. Come by with me up here. My boy not a performer.
One bad, and she do what I say so. 2 big 40s in a big Draco. 3 more millions when you ask how my day go. Put up a phone, now that's Blueberry Faygo. 1 false move and we straight to shooting shit. 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more, pull up on this, that's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming straight. 1 bad, and she do what I say so. 2 big 40s in a big Draco. 3 more millions when you ask how my day go. Put up a phone, now that's Blueberry Faygo. 1 false move and we straight to 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more, pull up on this, that's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming, I'm on my, yeah. We some rock stars and I'm on my, yeah. KK walk hard, this not my little, my Glock hard, straight to the cash. I'm a shot star, straight to the pay. I'm that, got me some gas, rolling up some cash. Yeah, got me some, I ain't to yesterday. I'm a some one bad, and she do what I say so. 2 big 40s in a big Draco. 3 more millions when you ask how my day go. Put up a phone, now that's Blueberry Faygo. 1 false move and we straight to 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more, pull up on this, that's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming. 3-0, clipping my Nina on my toes, Gucci Valentina. She on go, yo, for the team, cause you know, yo, a winner. I just went back to my city, and you know they all f***ing with me, but it ain't safe, pose with me. I'ma chase bands till they hand me. 1 bad, and she do what I say so. 2 big 40s in a big Draco. 3 more millions when you ask how my day go. Put up a phone, now that's Blueberry Faygo. 1 false move and we straight to 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more, pull up on this, that's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming straight. 1 bad, and she do what I say so. 2 big 40s in a big Draco. 3 more millions when you ask how my day go. Put up a phone, now that's Blueberry Faygo. 1 false move and we straight to short. 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more, pull up on this, that's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming.
I don't usually do the clean version, so it's like a lot of craziness in there.